Hi, Dagobert from Dagobert Stacker World here on the Gold Coast for the fishing report for this weekend, which is the 3rd and 4th of July 2021. Going to start with the offshore fishing report first. I think it's about the 10th weekend in a row I might have said this, that the weather's not the best, and unfortunately it's not, but you may get a fish in tomorrow, Saturday, if you don't mind fishing in the rain. Sunday morning you might get in as well. Before violent 25 knot southerly comes whipping up the coastline. It will go fairly quickly though over the next couple of days after that, but so just be really careful. There's a bit of swell on the moment. The seaway's cranking at about 2 metres at the moment. Run out tide's a bit ugly. Run in tide, just make sure you're back in and out before the tide starts getting too much run into the out tide, because it's going to be a bit dangerous, especially for smaller boats. And don't go across the north side. Dead Man's Bank is cracking as we speak, so sort of head out the seaway and head south, dogleg south east a little bit once you get out a bit. Just be careful please. Probably best to maybe just keep it to the broadwater this weekend if you're not experienced. But otherwise, there are snapper, they're on. They've been really good last Saturday and Sunday. A couple of guys braved it for an hour or two in the morning before that southerly come hooking in early, and they got some really good snapper just on the really close reefs, 18 fathom reefs, and the fish were sort of that 60 to 85 centimetre size. And there was also a few Jew caught, so guys are actually fishing liveys for the snapper and cobia, and then Jewies jumped on, and the Jew fish are really good size, around that sort of 15 kilo size. And during the day, during the morning, sort of for daylight to I guess around about 8 o'clock before that wind got too strong. So if you got a chance, definitely get out there onto those close reefs, 18 fathoms, straight in front of the seaway. If you watch our YouTube channel on snapper fishing, you'll see Dagobert's fishing YouTube channel, and just jump on that, and definitely worth a shot following the same sort of scenario as we talk about in the video. So for those who are going to head out wide this weekend, Saturday, if you don't mind the rain, as I said, big swell on. Be careful of the wind. It may be worth to go for pearlies as well out there. There's definitely snapper on the 36s, there's definitely snapper on the 50 fathom reefs as well. And there's definitely kingies and amberjacks on the 50 fathom reefs as well. And there's definitely pearlies on the outside edge of those as well. So you've got the moon up in the sky in the morning at the moment. The moon will go down around lunchtime on the weekend. So you should get a fairly long bite period from daylight right through. And knocking off about lunchtime. But remember, if you come back in around lunchtime, we'll be getting towards the bottom of the tide, and definitely a bit of swell on, so be careful of the seaway or whatever bay you're going through. Other than that, it's a bit too rough to go fishing for tailor from the back of the waves back in this weekend, so maybe give that a miss. It's predominantly going to be fishing close early, I think, and give that a shot before it changes next week or late on Sunday. And definitely worth a look at the weather maybe midweek, around that sort of Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. You might get a bit of an opportunity to get out there again. The weather keeps changing, so I said last weekend, the next weekend was not too bad. Hey, it did look not too bad last week, but it's gone and changed again. So it's constantly changing. Those big lows down south just whip the highs across, or whip their big tail across, and makes it quite difficult to predict, even for the weather guys, to predict the weather at the moment. So, but if you do get in close, the other thing to do would be to have a jig for some snapper with the Canis jigs, this type of thing here. Have a jig for those, and the octa jigs, that type of thing, and definitely on those closer reefs. This is the time you get a snapper. We've got a closure in 2 weeks' time, or less than 2 weeks, from the 15th of July till 12 AM on the 16th of August. So during that period, you cannot target snapper, you cannot fish for snapper, and pearl perch that is as well, and you definitely cannot keep them. So you need to look at something else, and my suggestion would be definitely jigging. Gear up for jigging everywhere, like out wide sort of thing for kingies and amberjacks, or go deep dropping out wider where you don't get the snapper or the pearlies. Until that time, we'll catch you next week. Good luck, and it's Dagobert for Dagobert Stacker World on the Gold Coast. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Be safe.